Hey guys, it's Lucy Kate and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we will be doing Project Pan episode 6 2024. Technically it hasn't been that long, I believe, since I uploaded episode 5 of my Project Pan series, but as a matter of fact I actually filmed that video quite a while back. That video was actually filmed in early June and I was planning on uploading it earlier than expected, but I had a few weeks where I was feeling ill and I couldn't upload on YouTube, so it ended up being a late upload. It's actually been a month and a half since I initially filmed episode 5, and there's quite a few updates today. We have one item I will declutter, one item I used up, lots of progress on different things, and a new item I will be introducing. So that's why I decided to film this episode 6 today. Before we get into it, if you're new to this channel, I'd really appreciate it if you could go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try to upload videos every single weekend, all kinds of variety, beauty content. I have this Project Pan series. I have a playlist of this Project Pan series, which I will link down below, and just chit-chatting videos about my life in Japan, Hawaii, and the UK. So without further ado, let's get into episode 6. So to begin with, we have the palettes, and first of all we have the BH Cosmetics Nice Eyeshadow Palette. I have made even more progress on this eyeshadow palette, so whenever I do these Project Pan videos I tend to do a full face of the things I'm including in this project. And my eyeshadow today, I used this palette. Basically what I did is I used Angel, this silver shade, inner to center lid, and then the outer corner I used Ginger Snap to sort of deepen things, and my under lash line as well I have Ginger Snap. So yeah, I like how today's look turned out, and I've made even more progress on this eyeshadow palette. I believe since last time I showed you guys this palette, I have deeper pans in both Slay and Snowball. Of course, as usual, I will insert close-up pictures to make it easier for comparison, but yeah, we're doing really well on this eyeshadow palette. Also, Cookie and Ginger Snap, I believe I've also made progress because I used those two brown shades nearly every day to do my brows. So instead of using eyebrow pencils, since I started this Project Pan this year, I've just been using brown eyeshadows in here and it's been going okay. I mean, it's not my favorite finish for brows, but it does the job. And so yeah, we made a lot of progress and I'm really happy about it. I'm trying to work on these bottom shades next, just so I can hit pan on a few more shades. When it comes to the Let It Glow highlighter palette, I have to admit, same as previous episode 5, I haven't made much progress on this one either. I tried to look at the previous pictures just to kind of compare things to see if I'd made any progress, and I didn't really see any huge progress, and that is because I've been using Flexitarian, which is the other highlighter that is in my Project Pan. That I've made progress on, which I will show you in a bit. So yeah, unfortunately not much progress on this one, but because I've made progress in so many other areas and products, I'm not too fussed about it. And also, last time I introduced you 2 new palettes that I wanted to bring on to this Project Pan series. So I added a eyeshadow palette, the Hanging in Hawaii palette by BH Cosmetics. I added this one because sometimes I get bored of the red wintry shades that the other palette has, and haven't used this palette that much actually. So I only use this like 3 or 4 times, so it still looks practically brand new. But again, it is a new palette, so it's going to take a while until we see some real big results. And same for this Glowing in Grease face palette. This has highlighter and blush products inside. This one also hardly any progress. It looks the same as the picture that I put up last time. However, we will be seeing more of this later in the year, and the reason why is because of a product use up that I will show you guys in a little bit. So yeah, that's all for palettes. So the 2 new palettes, nothing really happened. It's still early days, but I'm really impressed with my eyeshadow palette progress. Like, I can't wait to do an end of year roundup. It's already the first week of August, the day I'm filming this, but I'm really excited to do an end of year wrap up to like really compare how much progress I've made on my eyeshadow palette. So next up we had 2 single eyeshadows. We had 2 single eyeshadows, the Urban Decay Baked Eyeshadow, and then we have a Super Shock Shadow from Colourpop in Puppuccino. And as the pictures probably show, hardly made any progress with these 2. I know, I'm sorry to be boring, but hardly made any progress with these 2 eyeshadows. This past month, I think I've only used probably Urban Decay Baked. I probably used like 3 or 4 times and that's it. I don't think I've even pulled this one out, to be honest. And so yeah, progress has been kind of slow when it comes to these two, but I will make up for it in the face products, which I'm going to show you next. But before that, little off topic, seeing as I have Urban Decay right here, how do you guys feel about the OG Naked palette coming back? The day I'm filming this is August the 3rd, so the Urban Decay Naked palette is going to be back on the Ulta website from August the 4th, and I'm planning on purchasing it because that is a palette I've always wanted, and now I'm at the capacity where I can purchase those palettes. When this palette was in its whole boom, I was still in early years of high school, so of course I couldn't just splurge on an eyeshadow palette like that, but it's always been my dream to own the OG Naked palettes. I'm planning on ordering it, but because of the time difference, you know, I'm hoping it's not going to be out in the middle of the night in Hawaii. But yeah, I do plan on ordering that on the website, and if I do manage to get my hands on it, I will update you guys. So we shall see. Yeah, we'll see. And if I do get that palette, of course, you know that I'm going to film a video with it. So yeah, that was a little off topic. But just wanted to talk about Urban Decay. So moving on to the face products, we have another use up, and I'm so happy. We have the Flower Nose Chocolate Shop Cheek Blush in 02, and I'm happy to announce that I have used everything up. Well, technically, you know, if you look really closely, there's still a little bit of powder left in the bottom outside corners, but I'm going to count this as a use up because this is, you know, a face product, and I struggle to manage to apply anything on my face anymore because even if I put my brush in, nothing picks up. So the only way I can use this now is with an eyeshadow brush and to apply it in my crease, which is actually what I did today. So as a base shade, I just applied the bottom of this as a basic brown shade, but it's not really functional as a cheek product anymore. That's why I'm going to consider this a use up, and I'm really proud of this. I will not be decluttering this. I think I already mentioned this in my previous videos, but the compact is too cute to declutter. I'm sorry, but it is too cute, and therefore I will keep this in my makeup pouch as a compact mirror, fully functional as a mirror, and this will just be empty. So yeah, I'm going to continue to use the bottom parts as an eyeshadow crease shade. Once that's officially gone, this will be fully functional as a compact mirror. But I really do want to try more Flower Nose products because I love the aesthetic. The packaging is so cute. I really want to try the eyeshadows, the lipsticks. There's just too much stuff. I'm sure you guys all feel this too if you're lovers of makeup like me, but there's so many brands out there, so many releases that it can get overwhelming. Like, you want every single release, and of course physically not able to, and I wouldn't be able to apply everything on my face anyways. But in the future, I definitely want to purchase more Flower Nose products. But yeah, very happy to announce that we have another use up for this video. Because I used up all of this as a face product, I believe we will be seeing more progress on this Glowing in the Grease face palette now, because this is now the only bronzer-ish shade that I have in my Project Pan series. So yeah, maybe in the next episode we might see some progress on these top 3 shades here. So the remaining 2 face products, we had a highlighter and a blush. So to begin with, for the blush, I do see more progress compared to last time. It's probably hard to tell. I'll insert pictures so you can compare, but I think I mentioned before, the way this cheek product works, I've used up one before in the past, before I even did this series. It works from the outsides. So even if you put your brush everywhere, you tend to see, you tend to see the bottom of the pan from the outsides. And I do believe compared to last month, or my last episode, I have hit more of a pan. So it's really exciting to see progress on this. And speaking of deep pans, next up we have the Colourpop Flexitarian. So this is what I have been using every single day for my highlighter, which is why I've kind of put a stop to the palette. I use this every single day. I love Flexitarian. You guys already know this if you watch my videos on my series. I rave about this. It is still for sale on Colourpop. I do need to buy a backup once I finish using this. But yeah, I'm using it today as well. I know that some people don't apply highlighter every day anymore, apparently, for their makeup. I'm still stuck in the 2016 era, as you can see with my eye makeup and everything. So I apply highlighter every time I apply makeup. Like, it's just a step that's so natural for me to do. Like, I can't think of skipping it. It's like part of the routine. And so we have made even more progress with Flexitarian. You know, I think it was literally yesterday or the day before, I was doing my makeup, I was about to use this highlighter, I opened it and I was just sitting there staring at it for like a minute or two, and I was like, wow, I have made so much progress. And I'm so impressed and excited by the results, because since the previous episode, we've made even more progress, which you will see in the pictures right here. So proud of it, so happy, but bittersweet to say goodbye to this highlighter again, because it's amazing. Like, this is still my favorite highlighter after all these years. So that is that for cheek products. And next up we have mascara, 2 lip products, and a fragrance spray. Next up we have mascara, and it was just the previous episode where I introduced to you guys the new mascara that I was going to add into my collection. So in my very first episode I explained how there was 2 of these mascaras right here from the brand You Can Be. The yellow one I officially used up. The yellow one I didn't mind using at all, it worked really well. And even in my previous episode I mentioned how I wasn't looking forward to using the black mascara, using this black packaging mascara. This one is in the waterproof finish, and ever since I first used it I didn't like the finish, I didn't like how it applied to my lashes, it was very hard to get off, and unfortunately I have decided I'm going to declutter this. This isn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to, you know, use up this mascara just like any other, but for the sake of my lashes, let's just say I don't want to risk it. I don't want to use this mascara any longer. So I never had any of these sort of problems when I used the previous one, the yellow packaging one. But this one, you know, it just really clumps up my lashes. The smell of it is even a little off. I don't know if that's just me being sensitive about everything, but when I apply it, you know, it just clumps up my lashes. It doesn't really go well at all. And the worst thing is when I take it off, it was a nightmare to take off. I get that it's waterproof. I've had many waterproof mascaras all throughout, you know, my time of using makeup. You know, Maybelline, Wet n Wild, and so on. Even if they say they're waterproof, I've never had such trouble trying to take it off with a makeup remover, because even if it's waterproof, it usually comes off easily with a makeup wipe or makeup remover. That isn't the case for this mascara. This doesn't even come off with the makeup removers that I've used. And so it clumps up on my lashes, it sticks, and that's why I've had some of my lashes fall out, because it literally falls off with the mascara. So for the sake of protecting my lashes, I will not be using this anymore. I'm going to declutter it. It's just not worth it. I can't think of anything else that I'd like to use it for, especially if I don't like the smell of it. So this is going to be a declutter, and this will officially be the end of the mascara category of my project pan. The mascara I've been using since then has been a Japanese mascara. This is from the brand Can Make. Really love this mascara. This is actually a childhood fave of mine from since I lived in Japan. But I do have another mascara I'm using, the Essence, I think it's the Princess Lash Mascara. And so those aren't really project pans. I just switch them up every now and then. And so it's not really project pan worthy, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting rid of the mascara category for this year's project pan, but who knows, maybe next year I will add some new ones in. So next up we have the lipstick category, and the past 1 or 2 episodes, I believe there hasn't been much progress. However, slight update, the Moonchild lip gloss that I've been using by Colourpop in collaboration with Kathleen Lights, all of a sudden, like, I've seen lots of progress in this past month and a half, and even by pictures, I'll try and insert pictures or video, you can tell that there's hardly any left. Like, I believe there's less than half left, because even when I, you know, try to pull it out and put it on my lips, not much stuff comes out anymore. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy to see this go. I'm wearing it today. It's a perfectly fine nude lip gloss, but there's nothing really special about it. It's a basic nude lip gloss. So I'm happy to see this go, because I'm excited to bring, you know, a new lipstick product in. I already have one lined up. So by the next episode, if I've already used this up, I'm gonna start using the new lipstick that I will include. And I think I explained this in my first episode ever of this Project Pan series, that in my Project Pan series, my personal rule is to have 2 lip products. One is going to be a basic nude neutral color, so it's more easier for everyday use for going to the office. And the second one is going to be a more vibrant color, for example, pink, purple, or red. And so obviously I go through the neutral ones quicker just because it's what I use, what I gravitate more towards on an everyday basis. That's why I did already use up the Makeup Revolution So Cake lipstick, which feels like ages ago now. This is my second product, and the next product that I'm going to add in is another ColourPop product, and I believe this is another Kathleen Lights collab too. So this is the ColourPop Lippy Sticks. Do they even do these Lippy Sticks anymore? I used to love these back in the day. I still have like 5 or 6 of them, and apart from this one, all the other ones I have are really grungy brick red tones, and that's because that's what I was into back then. My first year of college is when I discovered ColourPop back in 2017, and I collected all kinds of grungy shades from them. Then in my second year of college, I got into basic glam, like let's say like Carly Bible / Kylie Jenner, 2016, 2017 glam, if that makes sense. I got more into nude liquid lips, nude mauvey lipsticks, and that's why I got this Lumiere Lippy Sticks. This is in the matte formula. It is pretty drying on the lips, I have to admit, but the color is nice. It's a simple mauvey toned lippy sticks. The reason why I added this one next, so when it comes to my lip products, I don't really have a specific order on what I'd like to use them. I'm literally just using them from the order I have them. I just want to get rid of the old products before it's really not good to use them on my lips anymore. So that's why I'm just pulling lipsticks out from the order that I had them, basically. So I just want to use up the old products. So if I do already finish this lip gloss by the next episode, I would just switch to using the Lumiere Lippy Sticks. Well, technically I can just start, using them both simultaneously now. But yeah, this is going to replace the Moonchild lip gloss. So super happy to see progress on that. On the other hand, for the second lipstick, the colorful lipstick category, the Revlon Crayon, I've only used a handful of times this past month as well. To be honest, I don't really use this that much for an everyday use. This is more used for when I'm filming because I don't really find occasions to use this. So I think that somebody commented on one of my Project Pan videos saying, why not just use this for when you're filming? Or somebody said, I think like as an eyeshadow base you can use it, or as a cheek product. So that's why I'm just sticking to using this on filming days, and if I make progress, that's great. I'm not really in a rush to use it all up. In the last product in my Project Pan series, I have this fragrance mist right here. This is from Bath & Body Works. This is the Champagne Toast Fine Fragrance Mist, and I have made even more progress since the last episode. Super happy about this, and judging by the pace in which I'm using it up, I believe that this could be used up by the end of September to October, which works perfectly for me because this is more of like, a summery shade. This is more of like a summery fragrance, and I can't wait to use more like, wintry pumpkin spice-ish fragrances for the autumn winter season, which by the way is my favorite time of the year. I'm so excited. Can't wait for September to begin. I'm all for the fall vibes. After this, I don't think I'll be adding any new fragrance mists into this year's Project Pan, at least. Who knows about next year? So this is again totally off topic, but I just love talking about makeup. So I recently stumbled upon Leah Janae's videos. I'm subscribed to Leah Janae, love her, eyeshadow videos, fragrance videos, and she was doing like a shop with me video. I think she went to Walmart and Target or something like that, and she was introducing this brand called Bodycology. I don't really go to Walmart that often in person, so I'd never heard of this brand, and after doing some research, apparently it's like a dupe for Bath & Body Works, and I'm kind of curious about it. So if you guys have ever tried Bodycology, I think it's called, out, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm really curious to try it. The fragrances and the creams are so cheap. Although I love Bath & Body Works, they, the price, very different to Bodycology, let's just say. I do love Bath & Body Works, but if the price is like over half price, then of course I want to try it out, and I'm curious to see if there's any dupes. So who knows? If I do try out Bodycology, I'll definitely do like a whole first impressions video with you guys. Also, if you've tried them out, please let me know. So that is it for Project Pan episode 6. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know it feels like it hasn't been that long since my last episode, but like I said, I pre-recorded that video in early June. I just got so late to uploading it, which I'm kind of frustrated about myself, but you know, here we are. So I believe this video will hopefully be uploaded by the end of August, so at least we're still in the same month. I'm filming this on August the 3rd. I cannot believe it's going to be September soon. Really excited for it. So yeah, I think, you know, depending on how things go, if I use up a product, either the lip product or this fragrance, I think that will be the timing when I decide to film episode 7. So probably no project pan videos for September, but in October-ish, I think we'll see some use ups, and that's when I will film another episode with you guys. Thank you so much for all of you who have been tuning into this series. Like I said in the introduction, you can view all of my previous videos in my project pan series in the playlist, which I have linked in my description box. If you have any thoughts, feedback, or any updates on your personal project pan / use ups, also feel free to comment them. Let's start a fun makeup / fragrance conversation, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!